Hello and welcome to the Thrift Store Rundown, bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Very often I buy cookbooks that are tied into television shows that have nothing to do with cooking directly. Friends, Desperate Housewives, and The Sopranos are three examples you can find in video form here on this channel. Now we have a fourth one to add to the list, Northern Exposure. If you're not familiar with Northern Exposure, a newly graduated doctor sets up his practice in the remote town of Sicily, Alaska. Although the townsfolk do not grow to like his practice, they grow to like him, and he grows to like small town life in this remote area of Alaska. Now I have their cookbook, a community cookbook from the heart of the Alaskan Riviera. The series is created by Joshua Brand and John Falsey for Universal Television. Brand Falsey Productions was also responsible for I'll Fly Away and Saint Elsewhere and co-developing Amazing Stories with Steven Spielberg. I got this for $3.99, and just like the other three cookbooks I mentioned in this field, it's not that remarkable. For one, no food photographs. I guess being a foodie wasn't a thing back in the 90s, and that's kind of sad. But from pancakes to burgers to salads to bread to muffins to desserts, they all have that special Northern Exposure touch. The trend is that they're not exactly remarkable, but they can make do. One particular recipe which can grab your attention in a negative way is moose burgers. 2 pounds ground lean moose fillet or lean ground chuck. You could use ground chuck in place of moose for moose burgers, except it's not the same. Well, it's definitely more humane using ground chuck for your quote-unquote moose burgers. Lessens the chance of the American Humane Association's Film and Television Unit or People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals knocking at your door condemning the consumption of moose. And it makes people wonder, what the heck happened to the moose in the opening titles for Northern Exposure? I don't see an AHA Film and TV Unit proclamation at the end credits, so I'll leave it to your imagination to figure out what the heck happened to the moose. Joe, Maggie, Maurice, Holling, Marilyn, and the rest of Sicily's residents have delved into their recipe boxes to produce a community cookbook that's destined to become a culinary classic for Northern Exposure fans. From the Bricks Tuna Supreme, to Adam's Cumin Noodles, to Chris's Mea Culpa 3-bean salad, here are all of the dishes that hold a very special place in the hearts of Sicilians everywhere. Don't you mean moose heads? The official fan-based name for Northern Exposure fans is Mooseheads. The series won multiple Emmy Awards, including the Outstanding Drama Series Emmy and 2 consecutive Peabody Awards, the most distinguished award in all of broadcasting. And there's the cast of Northern Exposure. The recipes: Adam's walnut toast with warm goat cheese, Joe's roast grouse, moose burgers, Sully's ambrosia salad, Ruth Ann's meatloaf, Maurice's poached salmon, Maggie's fudge, and more. And there is the Waslin's Cafe. I assume that's the cast diner hangout. By the way, the series was filmed in Roslyn, Washington, hence the name Waslin's Cafe. Roslyn is one of 2 women, the other being Cecily, to have the town honor them. Expose yourself to cuisine on the northern side with the Northern Exposure Cookbook. This joins The Sopranos, Desperate Housewives, and Friends as television cookbooks that, while they don't necessarily stand out, are too charming to avoid. I got this for $3.99, retail price is $11.95. Thank you for watching the Thrift Store Rundown, bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Now, what really happened to the moose in the opening titles is a story that's best left a mystery.